Cancer, there's a vibe here of someone in this connection that is trying to come back into your life or recently have re-entered your life. That is a strong vibe that I'm getting for you, Cancer. Proposal is the first card that is out here. It says your romance is about to evolve and level up. Now, for some of you, it could be that there's a recent engagement or recent proposal in its traditional sense. But Cancer, again, there is this vibe with the oracle messages that are out here that someone is proposing that you all try it again, that you all get to another level in your connection where you're more monogamous or you're clearly monogamous. Just kind of feels like there's something happening where there's some reconciliation after something has happened in the past. And for some of you where you've been in with this person for a while, your connection is already established, it feels like there is a leveling that is happening here, a proposal to potentially heal the issue that you all have had in the past so that you all can potentially try to grow together. Real feelings out here is another card that popped out for the nature of this connection. It says you share true romantic feelings worth exploring. So there's definitely love here. And when I share with you these different oracle messages, you'll see the connection that you all share in terms of how you really feel about each other. Perfect match is out here, and it says you complete each other in the most harmonious way. Now, I just saw this card beneath this card here. It says third party here, and it says you may be dealing with a karmic situation. It feels like that may have been something that was in the past, that maybe that's why you're in this place of reconciling, working it out. Maybe there has been a recent engagement, a proposal to actually commit to each other in a deeper way so that you all can do away with the past. I'm not sure, but there's this vibe of someone trying to heal something in this connection. Cancer, it could be you with this other person, or it could be this other person, or maybe both of you all have things that you've recently put on the table to try to squash so that you all can move forward. God, angel, spirit guys, tell us more about the nature of this connection for Cancer. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What is the nature of this connection for Cancer? We'll do one more. The nature of this connection. Tell us more. Help us refine this message for you. Let's see. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. The nature of this connection. Okay, that didn't fully pop out, but I want to see what this is here. Okay, the devil. This is that toxicity that I'm picking up that may have been in the past. Again, that didn't fully pop out, but it did feel kind of like a trailer. You know, moved a little bit funny in my deck, so I always take those and at least review what that is. The nature of this connection, God, angel, spirit guides, for Cancer and this other person. Could be dealing with someone who is a Capricorn or Capricorn in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Okay, the Magician here. Okay, now this is a very interesting energy because it could be that you and this person can really make this connection to what you want it to be this time around. And we're going to see if there's any kind of deceit, right? That's another thing, because we did just have the devil pop out as well. God, angel, spirit guides, for Cancer's connection. God, angel, spirit guides, why is the Magician out here? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. You all have been through a lot together in this connection. Why is the Magician out here? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Why is the Magician here? This Gemini energy. Why is the Magician here? Okay, anything else? We got one out here so far. I can't see what it is yet. Okay. Yeah, it kind of feels more like you all creating this to be something that is actually fulfilling to you. But in this connection, this is about someone in this connection. It could be the both of you, but I feel like for those of you that are watching this where you've been in a connection where you've been apart for a while and now you're thinking about reconciling, it kind of feels like because of this time you spent alone, healing yourself, loving yourself, getting to know yourself, the expectation of what you want has grown and has changed. And so now that you possibly have this opportunity to come together and work this out, someone here is not wanting to settle in this connection. God, angel, spirit guys, tell us a little bit more. Why is the Magician in the Nine of Cups out here? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, for Cancer in this connection. Magician, Nine of Cups, why is it here? I'm going to take those. Okay. About moving forward, about letting go of things that no longer serve. Okay. Now, there's something about this connection that has felt controlling in the past, or is right now, because we just got the Four of Pentacles here. We have the Devil as a trailer. And the way that these cards popped out, some of the cards I didn't even take because they kind of popped out clump. You know, my deck is a little old. But there's something about this that has felt a bit controlling. There's an energy of that. It feels like you all together, when you're present, there's the perfect synergy. You probably look good together. You look great together. You all know how to say the right words. But there's this vibe of like some other kind of harsh, maybe even toxic, maybe baggage energy that's kind of like hovering around that would need to be addressed. That's what's coming up for sure. What's working in this connection, God, angel, spirit guys? Let's go here. What's working in this connection for a Cancer and the person who's on their mind and their heart right now? What's working in this connection? I don't know what that is yet. Let's see. Just a moment. Anything else? Okay. The card that popped out is the Hanged Man. Maybe having some time apart to really think. There's a vibe of someone having some time and space apart to think about what you really want, about how to have what it is that you want, having a different expectation. Yeah, this person's from the past. With the Six of Cups here, this is someone that you've been knowing for a while. And maybe you're considering getting back with this person. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, which kind of feels like there may have been lack of communication, right? So what's helping this connection is that you know this person. You all have chemistry. You all have history. That's something that actually is helping this connection, in that you've had time to think, okay, with the Hangman being here and the Six of Cups being here. So Pisces, Scorpio energy. Now, this Queen of Swords being in reverse, how it's actually been helping is that, you know, Cancer, you or this other person, because you've had this time apart, time to think, there has been room to not address all of what has been a pain point in this connection. There's been a removal of some of that communication. There's been a removal of some of that dangerous, harsh language here. But eventually, you all would have to really talk about what has happened. It kind of feels like what has happened in the past hasn't really completely been addressed and discussed. It's just been kind of like left undone. And so with you and this other person, at some point with the proposal, you know, you got the true feelings out here, perfect match, but you all will have to address this background stuff that maybe had happened in the past with a third party or any kind of deceit that has happened. We want this Queen of Swords to be upright in the Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords is the person who knows how to have a reasonable judgment about things, using their words, their logic, sometimes their intuition, but they're very clear and they want to have clarity. So we want that Queen of Swords to be upright, and currently in this connection it is not. Now, Cancer, I'm going to go over to you. The oracle messages that popped out for you is, we will be together again, and I love you unconditionally. You really like this person, Cancer. This person is someone that you are vibing with, and you believe that you all could have a connection. So I'm going to get some cards out here to learn a little bit more about what's happening in your heart right now for this person. God, angel, spirit guides for Cancer. What is Cancer's true feeling toward the person who's on their mind and their heart right now? Their true intention and feeling. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Their true intention and feeling in this connection. Okay, yeah. This is you showing up. So you want to feel clear. You want to feel whole. You want to feel solid in this, that is mutually advantageous. You don't want to be competing with other people for this person's love. You want you and this person to have your connection. You want it to be solid, and you want it to be clear. That's the true feeling that you have. You want this person without feeling like you need to compete to have them. Now let's get a little bit more. What do you want from this connection? Let's see, Cancer. That's the feeling that you have about them. The feeling that you're having, because I kind of morphed them into the same kind of question. Right now, you feel like you have to compete for their love. That's truly what's in your heart. You feel like you have to compete for their love. And for some of you, because of that time apart, and you've had time to think, and you know your standards, and you know who you are, and the valuable, beautiful being that you are, it's almost like this person in your mind, for some of you Cancer, they know, you're wanting them to know they have to fight for your love, that they have to be willing. It's not going to just be this easy, you're back in my life because we've been apart. No, you still have to make sense of what has happened. You still have to right your wrong. So that's coming up as well. Now, what does Cancer want from this connection is where we're going next. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What does Cancer want from this connection? Let's see what it is that you want from this connection. Okay, you want the battle to be over. Now you have the 10 of Swords out here. This feels like all of the stuff that has happened in the past, you kind of want it to be over. You want it to be through. Tell us more about the 10 of Swords. Now, for some of you, you kind of just want it to be over. For some of you, you've had time to think. You know you love this person, but you just want it to close. You want a new dawn to happen with someone else, okay? That's for some of you. Now, for some of you, you want the close to be related to all of the drama. You want to be able to put the past behind you and just kind of close out all of what had happened in the past, kind of come out of this tower, let that go, pick up the pieces, let bygones be bygones, and move forward. God, angel, spirit guys, tell us more about why the 10 of Swords is out here for what it is that Cancer wants from this connection. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Two of Cups again. Yeah, you want there to be a healthy, mutually loving exchange, commitment that is clear to the both of you all. You all are giving each other cups here. I give you my cup, I'll take your cup. These are also symbols for me as a reader as your heart. You're giving each other your heart right now, and there's no one holding up a sword in the back. There's no other hidden agenda, and it just kind of feels like coming out of this negative, toxic energy that you all once were in. Okay, so that's that reconcile energy that I've been feeling. Now, the person that is on your mind and your heart, the oracle messages that are out here for this person is, I wish I treated you better. Okay, darn right. You and I were too young. And so earlier, it's still out here, we had the 6 of Cups out here. And so this could have been something that happened a decade ago, some years ago, but it kind of feels like they're speaking more about themselves. They were too young at the time. They were struggling with their maturity at the time, but it feels like they kind of understand that that was a different mindset, an immature mindset that they were likely in when they betrayed your trust, when they hurt you, when they used those hard words, or when in some way that they were controlling, because you know that energy kind of popped out a little bit too, made its head available for us to see. And then beneath their deck, I love you. So there is love here in this connection, and it kind of feels like but it really feels like the ownness is on this other person to make this right. All right, so let's get some more out here. Refine this message for Cancer, God, angel, spirit guides. What is this person's true feeling toward Cancer right now? What is their true feeling toward Cancer? Their true feeling, their true intention. They want the tower to close too. They want this to be over as well. They want that change to happen. Angel, spirit guides, what else? It's powerful. They want there to be strength to move forward, and they want clarity. Yeah, they want to work through the tower. Now, the difference though is on your end, Cancer, the tower was upside down. So it could have been that you were the one who was like, it's over, like I'm done, right? You know, sometimes when the tower is in reverse, it's because we are causing a change that feels frightening and scary, but we are in control of it. This person's feeling the outcome of a decision that you made is what this feels like, Cancer. And so they're wanting to have strength, but they're also wanting clarity about where you all can go from here, if you all can go forward. Now I'm going to get a little bit more about what they want from this connection. Like, why do they want to be with you? What is it that this person wants from Cancer? What do they want from this connection? Their true desires for this connection, God, angel, spirit guides, with Cancer. What is it? Let's see. What is it that they want from Cancer in this connection? They want to, now that's funny. We'll just leave it right there. What else? They want to be a provider. Yeah, they want to heal this broken heart. Okay, let's take that down. Okay. King of Pentacles here. This is wanting to be a healthy partner, a healthy match, wanting things to level out and to balance. And then we have the Three of Swords. Now, there's some pain that they're feeling because of the Tower that they're working through, or because of, you know, not having you in their life, and it feels like they want that to end. But I'm going to get some more cards out here for this. God, angel, spirit guides, for this person's intention or what they want from Cancer. Why is the Three of Swords here? Why is it, why is the Three of Swords here? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Why is the Three of Swords here? For what it is that they want from this connection. Okay, yep. Protection. Yep, the Two of Cups keeps coming out. It's something about not being with you, not connecting with you, not knowing where you all are going to go. That's kind of grieving them. It's like they still feel, and it's probably been years, but it's like they still feel the pain from that, and they want there to be a rebalance. Like it's almost like they want to show that they could be better in this connection. Yeah, there's a protective layer that they're kind of operating in, trying to protect their heart. And there's a vibe also is coming through that they want to protect their hearts from you too, because it was something, I know it sounds so weird, because I think this person was a person who was tripping a little bit. And cross watcher, I'm not trying to send you, I'm just trying to get the message out, and I love you and I'm on your team when I get to your reading, okay? But in this connection, whatever this is, something about maybe the way that you all ended, or the way that this had to, the way that this had to close, it felt painful for this other person. Maybe there were hard words that were used. You know, we do have the Queen of Swords out here for the nature of the connection, and it kind of feels like they want to, they're still kind of protecting their heart. Like they would want to connect with you, but they're also going to have some defenses and some guards around their heart. They're like, okay, well, I know how real, you know, this can get in terms of us working this out. And that was probably like a scary zone for this person. And so they're kind of in that place of wanting to protect that still just a bit in this connection. So listen, free will, divine choice, Cancer. I know that you will make the decision that feels right for your heart, for your joy, your balance, your harmony. I love you, and I'm proud of you for getting through this energy. This does not feel like it's been easy to get through or to work through, but here you are still trying to keep your heart, keep your integrity. Some of you that I'm speaking to, you took space and time to heal and to really think about your standards, about what you really want. And cross-watcher to you too. You probably took some time to heal yourself, to think about what it is that you really wanted before possibly trying to re-enter into this connection. So I hope that time has served you well. Take care of yourselves out there, Cancer. Bye.